Oh my god. Your background is amazing. How long did it take you to get that set up?
Stunning, stunning, isn't it?
I don't know why I look so red.
Yeah, boy, you do look a little red. You been out in the sun?
It's either red or green. Which one do you like?
We'll go with red.
I am kind of warm, so maybe that's it. Because I was, for some reason, our heat is warm today, and I didn't have it on. And it's cold outside, so whatever.
Hey!
So anyway, how you doing?
Pretty good. I'm pretty good. I get a little tired of living, the hotel life.
I know I've been worried about you because you've been on the road, probably getting coughed on.
I think I have three more events between now and Sunday, and then I can drive home.
Wow, yikes!
Ugh. Yeah, it will have been 3 weeks.
Wow, 3 weeks.
You're
like a rock star.
Yeah.
Or should I say an aging rock star? Because usually they'll travel for a few weeks at a time.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's right. Aging is the word for it, for sure.
Well,
how you been?
Pretty good. Yeah. Been pretty busy.
Yeah, I've been cleaning up and working on my new film that's going to be filming this summer.
Yeah,
and it's been a lot of fun. I've been coming. I noticed that they're trying to light the side of your head with torches there. That was pretty interesting in its own.
If I was in the dungeon still, I'd probably use torches.
If you're in the dungeon,
that'd be a nice touch, having torches next to me.
Yeah, wouldn't it? Torches on either side. There you go.
So, what is this movie you're talking about, or is it top secret?
Mm-hmm. It is not. It's just starting to get out. It's called the.
Wow! What a promotion!
The House in the Pines.
Oh, okay.
the house. Brain fart. Yeah, The House in the Pines, and I'm kind of reworking it a little bit. So it was kind of a torture gangland thing, and I'm turning it into a torture gangland horror film.
Nice. Yes. Yeah. So it's probably going to be shot in Pines somewhere, I imagine.
You would think so, wouldn't you? Yeah. We'll see. We need the idea of it is that it's in the New Jersey wilds. Wilds of New Jersey.
So like downtown Newark?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, that look.
Right.
No, I mean, New Jersey has got all kinds of wild area.
I know.
It really does.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just jumping on the bandwagon to make fun of New Jersey. Because that's what I do.
Yeah, you were. Well, listen, let me tell you something, brother. I have spent some time in Atlantic City, and there's nothing that you can say that hasn't been done that isn't kind of disgusting.
Oh boy.
About Atlantic City. A nice place. Is there something behind you trying to get you?
Probably. I mean, it's that's my life now. Just people jumping out of shadows trying to get me.
There you go. It's
No, I'm actually the movie in the background is kind of related to what we're talking about, I hope.
So
assuming I watched the right one.
It does. It's a forerunner, isn't it?
The one behind me is Dracula, 1931.
Right, that's the original.
Right.
Yeah, that's the original. That's an amazing film. And by the way, Bela Lugosi. There is. I don't care about Christopher Lee. Bela Lugosi.
I was gonna say we haven't done any Christopher Lee movies yet. And he played all. What, he did The Mummy too, right? He did all three. The Mummy, Frankenstein, and Dracula.
Yeah, but I gotta tell you, Bela Lugosi, he did a Dracula that this guy about this film that we're talking about right now. Who played Dracula in Son of Dracula?
Oh, well, see, I'm glad you said that because I was going to get really fancy here. Check this out.
Yeah.
Now, I know you hate this, but I'm going to do it anyway because you hate it.
Okay.
Son of Dracula, 1943, starring Lon Chaney Jr., having already appeared as the Wolfman, the Mummy and Frankenstein's monster, Lon Chaney dons a black cape to play yet another classic Universal horror character, Count Dracula. Not Dracula's son, as the title would have you believe, traveling under a oh-so-clever pseudonym of Count Alucard. Dracula arrives in America.
Alucard, yes, that was pretty clever. That Alucard,
the guest of a cult-obsessed beauty Catherine Caldwell, Louise Albritton, who intends to marry the vampire and gain immortality. And that's thanks to B.A. Harrison from IMDb for that 411.
There you go. So that was Lon Chaney. He was terrible.
We're starting right off the bat with he was terrible.
I'm just going right into it. He was the lowest. Well, I'm sure there's been worse, but he was pretty far down in my estimation.
Yeah.
He was. He did some things. He got mad from time to time. And Dracula doesn't get mad; he gets even.
Yeah, I thought Lon Chaney was absolutely horrible.
Terrible.
That was my response.
He was just terrible. Yeah, no.
I think I'm looking at my notes here. I was like, I thought he was really lazy, and his performance was just good enough.
Yeah,
I think his other performances are really good. This one, I thought it was like watching the Colonel from KFC or maybe Donald Trump's brother walking around. I don't know, harassing women.
Yeah, I gotta totally agree with you. I mean, there were times where I was just like, really? Do you care about any of this? Really? No.
He actually, there were a couple scenes where all I could think about was Harvey Weinstein. I was like, he should be coming out with a walker and tennis balls on the end of it. And
yeah,
hey,
exactly. Well, you won't let me in. The thing is what Dracula has an inner flame. And when Bela Lugosi is the tinder of that inner flame, there's something there. I mean, it's like look at him in the background. He's just so cool that it poisons you. Then you got Bela Lugosi. Bela Lugosi was like, "Oh, I'm getting mad, and I'm going to be petulant about it."
Yeah, well, no, okay. So this is kind of comparing a ladies' man, the original from 1931,
right,
to a used car salesman.
Yeah,
big, overweight, 50-year-old used car salesman. Yeah. Not to say there's not any good-looking used car salesman out there, but
no, that's true. There's
stereotypical used car salesman.
Yeah, yes, the zeitgeist used car salesman, right? Yeah, that's it.
Hi. I'm Kurt Thomas. I'm with the Dream Warrior Review podcast, and I'm interrupting our podcast to tell you that we have a new sponsor, Brown Space Films. One of my favorite companies is sponsoring our podcast. I mean, how lucky can we be?
They have a new film they're working on, a Star Trek film, Warrior's Death. So check it out.
Please check out their website, brownspacefilms.com, and of course you can check them out on Facebook at Brown Space Films. Why not do that after this? Because you're going to listen to the rest of our podcast, right?
You better. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, I thought he was pretty bad, but I did like some things about it. Actually, I like the opening. So, what am I trying to say? They should have really called this Dracula Revamped.
Yeah, it's...
But because it wasn't Son of Dracula, so I was really confused by the title.
Yeah, I thought that she was going to have a baby, and it was going to be his baby.
Yeah,
little Dracula baby. Feed me.
I thought this plot was kind of sloppy, and I didn't really understand what was happening most of the time. It was just kind of messy.
Yeah,
so I wasn't really in it, but I love the sets, and the sets, of course, have been used multiple times.
Yeah,
or were used multiple times.
Yeah, exactly.
But I thought this they did a good job of shooting this, and it was actually shot almost like a film noir style, like more than the other one. I don't know. It seemed like it was more shadowy and more like from the 40s style of noir. If that makes any sense. Like I was expecting Jimmy Cagney to come out. You dirty rat.
There were parts of this that were a little bit more normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were a little bit more. They were a little bit. I'm not saying that any 40s film filmed in somebody's living room. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it was a little bit closer to a more natural style of. And then it went. And then the Oak Hill house was way out. Was a little bit further out there. Which, so you had this look like most of these, and part of it is James Whalen, who did Frankenstein and did a lot of the Invisible Man and all the rest of these. He had a production designer's eye.
Oh, but we're gonna do a James Whale one coming up next time.
We are James Whale.
So we'll get to that for sure. Well, I thought the lighting inside the castle. I like the lighting, but I was like thinking to myself, wait, is this Dracula? Because it doesn't really seem like Dracula inside the castle. I don't know, maybe. That's just...
it was. Well, you know what? It was, and they were trying to do this Dracula in the South.
Right.
That's what
all
they were
the swamps.
trying to do.
Oh, the outside was great.
The outside, the swamps were very good.
The best scene.
They were very good.
This is what made the movie. I mean, the only part that was exciting to me was when the coffin bubbles up out of the swamp, and you see mist coming out, and then you see him floating towards her, floating towards Catherine.
Towards her.
Yeah, it was very cool.
And there's a shot behind him.
Yes.
And he was like, so he must have been on some kind of rail.
Yeah.
Being pushed along in front of a rail because that was a long shot.
I think it was a surfboard. Just kidding. No, but I thought that was a great shot. It actually gave you the right feeling, the feeling of dread and, kind of.
And I noticed that they definitely dressed her for the bazongas.
Well, I started watching this on my phone, the first part of it.
And I thought that you would have caught that because
it looks see-through on my phone.
it really did. It was.
But I switched over to my computer, and it wasn't so see-through. So. But yeah, this is one you can watch on your phone. It's not that pretty. No, but she was actually she was. I liked her. I don't know. I can't remember her name.
I liked her. What they were missing was the woman that shows up in Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, and Invisible Man.
Yeah.
I can't think of her name right now, but she's always the screaming one.
Well, you gotta have a screamer.
Yeah, they didn't really have that. In this case, they had an Aunt Jemima-ish looking character.
Yes.
That was just too cool for school, and she wasn't going to be knocked over. And it's like, oh, the vampire's waiting for you, sir.
Yeah. Exactly. That was one weird thing. It's like he wasn't really invited into the house. I was confused by that too. It was like he just kind of told the guy to ask it. But, yeah.
Well, yeah. Maybe they texted him. You don't know.
Oh! I missed my joke. Darn it! So when Dracula comes out of the swamp, he bubbles out of the swamp and floats toward Catherine.
Right.
It's kind of like how a certain president became president. I'm not going to mention any names, but you kind of.
Wait, he came out of the swamp.
Yeah, just kind of bubbled up in a mist out of the green bubbly swamp, and then here we go. But anyway,
that was an escalator.
See, now we're giving it away. I mean, I could be talking about anybody. I could be talking about Taft. Who knows? I might be talking about Taft or who are some other bad presidents?
Yeah. Harding.
Yeah, Harding or Taft. Yeah, it could be one of those guys.
Harding. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So anyway.
So.
What did you think of the rubber bats? The rubber bats and the.
Yeah, the rubber bats.
I had to ask you.
And you know what? I have to tell you the funny thing about it is that they must have had those rubber bats sitting around. Maybe they had them on retainer. I'm pretty sure because they certainly used rubber bats quite a bit.
Oh yeah, a lot.
Because both of the films that we saw, were resplendent with rubber bats.
Yes, yeah.
Both of them.
Well, there's another creature in the other one, but we'll talk about that later. But yeah, I like you can see the wires most of the time, which I thought was kind of weird because it was black and white, and it seemed like they'd be able to figure out how to not show the wires. I did like the scene where they see the bat landing on him, the shadow of a bat landing on him.
But you know the bats that they have on retainer they're union bats, so they have to have safeties.
Right.
It's very hard to fly in and amongst all the lights and everything. So those aren't wires, control wires. Those are safety wires.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This is a whole different thing. I know you're like, oh yeah, they're controlled by the. That's not it.
I thought it was just a guy with the fishing line.
You know what? Yeah, it's not like in my time when it was safety third. This was back when safety was first. Safety was paramount. Okay, so
universal. I think you mean it was universal.
Oh, yeah, that's well, yeah, but safety was down the street at Paramount.
Right.
Anyway, so what was I going to rate this?
I think this it's probably hard to know because I watched this a week ago and I think it's kind of forgettable. So I can tell you what we rated the 1931 Dracula.
I watched it literally 10 minutes ago.
Awesome.
And I am trying to forget it right now. I am trying.
Well, you gave the original Dracula a 4. I gave the original Dracula a 4.6.
Oh, yes, well, I should have. Yeah.
And the Spanish Dracula, I gave it a 3.2. You gave it a 3. Nosferatu,
3, yeah.
You gave it a 3.8. I gave it a 3.7. But
there you go. And this I'm going to give a 2.
Yeah, I think I really like that scene a lot, though. So I'm probably going to give it 2.2.
Just for that scene.
Yes, for that one scene. In fact, if the movie was just that one scene, it'd probably be a 3.5.
I'm giving it a 2 for the illusion that was a see-through.
Well, that was a good illusion in my book.
Yeah,
I was impressed for a while.
With the 2?
I was like, wow.
Wow. Waka waka.
So I think we're done with this one. That was pretty easy.
I think we are.
We can't do any more damage here.
I apologize for this. All of this. Look, I'm in a hotel room. What can I say? Bye.